Tennis legends are made on tennis courts. Each generation witnesses the birth of a few of these superheroes. With time, these beasts among men retire. Sadly, renowned tennis player Roger Federer has retired from the sport. Fans took it hard when Federer announced his retirement plans. Here is all you need to know about the tennis genius, the beginning, monumental events, and why he chose to end his 24-year career. First up, how did Roger Federer begin his career? At the time of his retirement, the tennis legend was referred to as a master of the tennis court, with numerous skills and talents. But it wasn't always so, or was it? Federer had his first complete professional season in 1999. At the end of the season, the then 18-year-old successfully managed to become number 64 in the world. Over the next 2 years, he climbed up the ladder to number 29 and number 13, respectively. The 2001 season was especially meaningful to the Federer Express. That was the year the tennis world noticed him after he defeated seven-time champion Pete Sampras at Wimbledon. Although Roger Federer only made it to the quarterfinals of Wimbledon that year, it was still remarkable that he beat the distinguished Pete Sampras. At the end of the 2022 professional year, Federer had scaled it up to number 6, marking his first top 10 ranking at the close of a season. Out of 80 matches, he won 58 of them, a testament to his innumerable talents and a hint to the grand, astonishing career that he would eventually have. Next, what are some of Roger Federer's popular matches? With the significant leaps Federer had been making in recent years, it wasn't shocking to see him headline the sport in 2003. In the 17th Grand Slam event in his career, Federer took home the Wimbledon title after defeating Andy Roddick and Mark Philippoussis in the tournament. With a total of a whopping 7 titles, Roger Federer became the number 2 tennis player in the world. This was the start of an unstoppable streak for El Reloj Suizo. Within 2004 and 2007, Roger Federer proved to be a relentless beast on the tennis court. In these 4 seasons, he won 11 out of 16 Grand Slam tournaments with a match record of 315-24, .929. In the 2004 U.S. Open, he went for the kill in the final with Lleyton Hewitt. Defeating Hewitt by 6-0, 7-6, 6-0 was no easy feat, and it became one of the notable matches of his 24-year career. The indomitable tennis monster stole the number 1 rank in the world and held on to it for 4 years until Rafael Nadal happened. In the 2008 Wimbledon tournament, Rafael Nadal ended Roger Federer's reign as the number 1 tennis player on the planet. The brutal match ended 6-1, 6-3, 6-0. However, this defeat did not break Federer's spirit. He broke an Open-era men's record by winning his 5th consecutive U.S. Open title, but that was only a prelude to his streak of bad luck with Rafael Nadal. The 2009 Australian Open final saw the defeat of Federer once again to Nadal. So, did Roger Federer have any rivals? Most, if not all, retired sports legends had rivals who kept them on their toes during their careers. Federer had several competitors looking to overthrow him from his long-held number 1 position and defeat the Swiss veteran. These 5 men proved quite formidable against Roger Federer on the court. Lleyton Hewitt is the 3rd player with the most matches against Roger Federer. Lleyton Hewitt and Roger Federer became professional tennis players in the same year. The Australian veteran won the first battle between the pair. Federer set things straight in the coming years by beating Hewitt 15 times. One of Del Potro's landmark tournaments was the 2009 U.S. Open. This was the first time the Argentine managed to beat Federer after 6 matches. Del Potro's win at the 2009 U.S. Open transitioned the pair's rivalry into an intense one, with Federer winning 18 out of 25 matches. British Andy Murray met the Swiss veteran for the first time at the 2005 ATP Tour. Federer won 14 out of their 25 matches. It has been 7 years since these 2 GOATs met on the court. Both of them have been dealing with injuries ever since. Inarguably one of the greatest rivalries in tennis, the Federer-Djokovic rivalry began with Federer annihilating Djokovic in the opening 4 matches. Djokovic took his first win against King Roger in their 5th match at the Canadian Open. In their 50 matches, Djokovic leads with 27 wins. The matches between Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer are known for sparking tension on the tennis court. The rivalry started when a young Nadal was skilled enough to battle against Federer, who was 5 years older than him. These 2 legends have met each other on the court 40 times, with Rafael Nadal leading the rivalry with 24 wins. Some of their matches have been called some of the best tennis matches of all time. Roger Federer was a beast on the tennis court. Ninja Fed was a force to be reckoned with. What could have prompted this man to end his epic career? Stay tuned to find out why. You most definitely do not want to miss this. And now, which notable awards and championships have Roger Federer received? King Roger's epic career is one overflowing with several accomplishments befitting the champion that he is. He was well known for breaking records in the tennis world. Federer had 20 Grand Slam titles, including 5 back-to-back US Open titles, 8 Wimbledon titles, and 369 Grand Slam championships. Other wins in his 103 title collection include 6 ATP Finals championships, 71 hardcourt titles, 19 grass court championships, a Davis Cup title, Olympic singles silver medal, and an Olympic doubles gold medal. Being the #1 tennis player in the entire world is not an easy thing to accomplish. The Swiss maestro reigned as #1 for 310 weeks. 237 of these were consecutive, which set a record. In his career, Roger Federer won 1,251 out of 1,750 matches, with 783 of these being wins on the hard court and 192 on the grass court. Federer set 2 records for both courts. Next up, what injuries did Roger Federer sustain during his career? Roger Federer was once known for his lack of injuries. For most of his career, Federer scaled through matches and tournaments without sustaining injuries. His gliding technique on the court is often acknowledged for its lack of strain on Federer's body. However, it was discovered that Federer has been injured a couple of times in the last decade or so. What kinds of injuries were able to pierce the ageless Roger Federer facade? While battling at Indian Wells in 2007, Federer sustained a foot injury that cost him his match with Guillermo Cañas. True tennis fans should be familiar with Federer's back's poor state. His back has proven to be quite problematic over the years. The first time his back became a real issue was at the 2008 Tennis Masters Cup. Even though he was struggling with a glandular fever that season, Roger Federer was able to qualify for the quarterfinal. His back, however, forced him to withdraw from the tournament. The 2010 Wimbledon was a shocking and stressful year for the tennis gods' fans. They witnessed him at some of his lows. The shocking defeats he had experienced stemmed partly from his back and leg injuries. Although he barely showed discomfort and pain from the injuries, he was still unable to deliver his top performance. Roger Federer also sustained a back injury at the 2012 Wimbledon, a back injury at the 2010 Indian Wells, and a back injury at the 2014 ATP Finals. He has had numerous back, knee, leg, and hand injuries over the past 24 years. Finally, why did Roger Federer choose to retire? After losing the 2016 Wimbledon final to defending champion Novak Djokovic and tearing his meniscus, Federer had to undergo knee surgery. A significant portion of tissues in his knee was removed. Of course, many tennis fans believe the surgery was a precursor to Federer's immediate retirement. However, that was not the case. It was far from the following reality. Despite needing a 6-month break from playing tennis following his knee surgery, Roger Federer made a huge comeback to win his first Grand Slam title in almost half a decade. Perhaps it was that win that spurred him on, or maybe Federer was tired of the long break. He went on to break the Wimbledon men's record for most titles with his 8th All-England crown at Wimbledon. Soon, the effects of the knee surgery caught up to Roger Federer. He started experiencing pain and had to undergo more arthroscopic surgeries. Within a year and a half, the tennis champion had to undergo 3 knee surgeries. These surgeries are with many complications, some more life-threatening than others. Eventually, the mighty Federer decided to bring his mind-blowing career to an end. A week before his match at the 2022 Laver Cup, Federer announced his decision to quit playing tennis. That is all in the reflection of the ageless Swiss maestro, Roger Federer. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about King Roger's impressive career? Which matches of his are your favorites? Feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Bye.